That's why I don't suggest buying products that say acne on them. This is another thing because everything is energy. What's up everybody, I'm Anila Sita, the channel's Anila Sita 101. Today we're gonna talk about something that has been highly requested, okay? I had so many people ask me this question and I didn't want to make a video about it until I was ready and until I felt like I have it figured out, because I have been struggling with skin issues for the past 2 years and I have actually manifested clear skin twice already in my life. Bitch, I know what I'm talking about. Throughout this video, I'm gonna be inserting pictures of the way that my skin used to look before, and as you can see right now, this is how it looks currently. I do have something like here because I am on my period, so hormonally I sometimes get breakouts here, but as you can see, like, it's really good. I used to be so bad when I had my period, so right now it's really good. This is probably gonna be a longer video. There will be timestamps in the description box where you can select all of that jazz. I'm gonna give you a little background. When I was 18, which was 3 years ago, I broke out so bad on my forehead. Here, I'm going to insert the picture of what it looked like. On a photo, it might not look that bad, but in real life, it really destroyed my confidence. It made me feel like, why do I have this? I've always had clear skin my whole life. And then all of a sudden, when I turned 18, like, things just kind of flipped. That's where my skin issues started. Then it kind of cleared up and then it came back again when I went to university in America. I was extremely unhappy during all the periods that my skin was bad. So this is something I can say straight up: if you have skin issues, happiness plays a really big role. The photo that I inserted before, I'm gonna insert it again. Basically, my skin was actually worse than that. It ended up being like those little bumps plus also big ones on my forehead, and around this area I always used to get like really bad breakouts. As you'll see as I'm telling my story, you'll realize that I've had bad skin countless times in my life. Like, it's always come and then went away. Last summer, it was again super bad, like the way that it had been before, but even worse because this time it was here and it was on my forehead. So as you can see, these pictures are literally from the past summer in 2020, okay? This is very recent. This is how it looked like in October. Again, I was extremely unhappy, and interestingly, now I'm finally getting to my first tip. I noticed that the biggest thing that made my skin improve along all these years of me always struggling with my skin was to cut out toxic people. What do I mean by that? I realized that during the times that my skin was bad, I was in contact with somebody who never made me feel like I was good enough, who I always felt like I had to prove myself to them. It was a person who was very close to me. We usually don't realize how much mental and physical are connected. If basically our emotions affect our physical, then of course our skin is going to be the same. And I noticed, like, that person, that toxic person being in my life, it affected my skin a lot more than I thought. So number one tip, you gotta cut out the toxic people, okay? Without cutting out those toxic people, your skin isn't gonna clear up. I'ma just tell you that straight up. There's a reason why it's happening. I think we often try to turn to product, external things to try to cure the problem, when really it's a lot of inner work that is going to clear the external stuff. Now, the next thing that I did that I remember did such a big thing, okay? Like, such a big thing. I would look only at the spots on my face where I had clear skin. So usually where I broke out was always here or around my mouth or here, but never my cheeks. My cheeks were always fine. Every time I would look at myself in the mirror, whether I was doing my makeup or right after a shower, I would not look at the spots that were like not making me happy. I would only look at my cheeks and be like, oh my God, look at this beautiful clear skin. I love this beautiful clear skin. It's so beautiful. Look how it's glowing. What's crazy is there's a thing in manifestation, which is what you focus on, you attract more of. What you focus on expands. So of course, if you focus on the clear skin, you're gonna get more clear skin. That's why I don't suggest buying products that say acne on them. This is another thing, because everything is energy. So even words carry energy. If you have a product that says acne on it, most of the time it's like your focus subconsciously is always going to be on the acne when you look at that product. But if you are using a product for clear skin, you're going to get that. When it comes to products, that is a whole separate video. If you need me to talk about the products that I used, I can do that, but I actually really don't think it was products. I feel like it was genuinely self-love as well. Now let's get to my next little tip for clear skin: self-love. So oftentimes acne can lead to self-hatred. Issues with your skin can lead to you not liking yourself, to lowering your self-esteem. But let me tell you something, that acne does not define how beautiful you are. You are beautiful, period, regardless of what's going on with your skin. And I noticed that a big thing for me as well that always came through every time I had bad skin was like, I really had to learn to love myself. Trust me, you think in your head that you're only going to be happy when you have that clear, glowing skin. Let me tell you something, life is passing you by, okay? While you're waiting to get that clear skin, while you're waiting to lose weight, waiting to glow up, you are already glowed up. You are already the perfect version of you. I used to say to myself, when I have clear skin, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Now that I have clear skin, I'm like, yeah, I'm grateful, but it hasn't really changed my happiness. Like, my happiness, I realized you cannot base that on an external thing like your skin. You know what I'm saying? So if you expect this to magically make you feel confident, newsflash, it's not going to. You have to learn to love yourself. And that's a huge paradox in the whole acne thing I've learned. Like, manifestation is all about energy. It's all about the energy you emit into the universe. If you emit an energy of not loving yourself enough, of thinking you're ugly because of your skin, it's just gonna keep getting worse. I had to say to myself, like, no, you are beautiful no matter what. And now I'm gonna come to my ultimate tip, probably the reason why you clicked on this, which is manifesting with that one sentence, okay? The sentence is, I love you. That's what the sentence is. I'm gonna tell you how to use this sentence. As I was just talking about self-love, right? You gotta learn to love your skin. And you gotta learn to talk to it nicely, because there is scientific research that shows that water is affected by our intention. So like saying something to water like I love you or I hate you will literally change its structure. This guy saw beautiful structures when he was saying I love you to the water, and he saw really nasty structures when he was saying I hate you to the water. When I learned of that experiment, I realized, well, hold on a minute, our body is more than 70% water. So of course, if we talk to ourselves, it's gonna affect the whole structure of that water. So it's really important to talk to yourself with kindness. You know what I used to do is when I was applying all of my skincare products, I would put the product in my hand. I would say I love you to it. So I would go, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, to infuse it with that energy. And I would put it on my skin and I would be like, I love you, beautiful clear skin, I love you, I love you. And the key while doing this is to really believe it. If you don't believe it and you don't love yourself, keep saying it until you start laughing. That's usually what I do. Sometimes when I'm not confident, I go, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a bad bitch. And even now, see, it makes me laugh, because even if you say it with no emotion, it makes you laugh after repeating it so many times. So say I love you till it makes you laugh, or you're really feeling it. Put it on your skin and trust your skin will clear up, okay? Believe me on this one, because this works, okay? Now, the next thing I want to say about what I did to manifest clear skin is my gratitude journal. I have a whole video on this on my YouTube channel. It's called the 5-minute exercise that changed my life. There's also a TikTok video on my TikTok account that very quickly explains how to do this. So I'm not going to get into it, but basically you use a journal where you write down things you're grateful for. One hand, you write the things that you're grateful for that you already have in your life, and on the right hand, you write things that you're grateful for that you don't have yet, but you write it as if you already had it. So what this does is it trains your brain to be more grateful for all the things you do have. Because you know, sometimes when you want clear skin, like, you're thinking, like I said before, that your happiness is based on getting that clear skin. So if you don't get it, you're not going to be happy with yourself. And that's a dangerous trap to fall into, all right? Like, your happiness is in the present moment, which is why this gratitude journal exercise is going to root you in the present moment and make you feel grateful for what you already have. And on the second page, where you write down the things that you don't have yet, you can manifest more things. So what I used to do every night, I would only write one sentence that had to do with my skin. All the rest was like stuff I was trying to manifest, like money and a celebrity and shit like that. But there was only one sentence that was about my skin, and it was, thank you for my beautiful, clear, glowing skin. And you know what's crazy is I wrote that for like 2 months, my skin cleared the fuck up. It cleared up so fast. This is another thing I've realized, like when you start to believe in these things, your skin will clear up like that. It goes so fast. There's no timeline, because for me it's like I've cleared up my skin within like a month or two. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when I had more bad acne, there would still be some scarring, and I still do have some scarring right now around this area, but it goes away so fast with the right products. What I was trying to say with this gratitude thing is I wrote down that thank you for my beautiful clear glowing skin, and one day I was in the gym sweating my ass off. A girl comes up to me. She asked me what product I used because my skin was glowing. And I was so shocked at that, because I was like, wow, I manifested this, because I wrote down every night, thank you for my clear, beautiful, glowing skin. And she came up to me while I was all sweaty asking me what I do for my glowing skin. And it's like, bitch, I manifest, bitch, I manifest. Of course, I had specific products as well that gave me that radiant glow. But again, if you want a video on that, let me know. This is everything I'm gonna say about skin. I really hope that this video was useful to you. I hope that it made you feel good. I hope that it's making you believe that you can definitely have clear skin, okay? I've manifested clear skin countless times before. If I was able to do it many times, then of course you can do it too. Please just believe that these methods do work. Alright, so that's all I would say. I don't want this video to get too long, so I'm sending you lots of love, and have an amazing day.